Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you can't tell by the title, this is a Q&A just to get to know me or whatever. I don't think I've actually done a video just talking about myself. I probably have, but not basic details like my name or my classification, like stuff like that. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it.
I do that 3, 4 times again. I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch. I do it all, and I'm around. You scared to do. I'm not. As long as you joking, now in for me. I ain't got it.
I have my iPad right here. I'm gonna answer questions off of there, but first I'm gonna start off with the basic stuff. Yes, my name is Kyla Wiggins. I am from Raleigh, North Carolina. I go to North Carolina Central University. Eagle Pride. I'm a junior at Central. I am a psychology major with an intent of becoming a behavioral therapist. I look a mess. I really tried to put a little outfit together, but I was not giving. I'm PMSing, so I feel very not attractive at the moment. So if I seem very down, it's not because I don't like talking to y'all. It's just I don't feel good on the camera right now. But I'm definitely gonna try and push through so that I can get this out. Yeah, everything else I'm gonna just go ahead and start talking about. So the first question is my favorite song at the moment. Favorite song right now, let me go look on Spotify. Favorite, I would have to probably go with Cinderella by Don Toliver. He was everything into that song. Next question, after I graduate, do I plan on staying in North Carolina? No, I love it here, but I don't. I feel like it's time for me to, move on a little. I want to kind of go up north. In my early 20s and stuff, I'm gonna travel, I guess. So really just have fun. And then once I am having kids, I am gonna come back down south only because it's cheaper, to raise a family. Maybe Virginia, so I'm not too far from home, But yeah, definitely am thinking about moving away from North Carolina. I just want a new scenery. What made me get into content creating? Well, I started on TikTok, definitely. I just felt like those videos look so aesthetically pleasing to me. I just loved those videos. I would see the videos on TikTok and I would just it was just really I don't know, it's kind of a girl thing. I don't know if it's just a girl or a unisex thing, but when I see something I really obsess over it. I was really into shower TikTok, hygiene TikTok, body washes and body scrubs and that type of stuff. And it just made me want to get that stuff more. So I have an obsession with body wash and stuff. And as I'm on that TikTok, I also started seeing spend the day with me TikToks and that type of TikTok, that type of aesthetic and that type of soft girl life. And I was just that life looks so appealing to me. So I just started making it myself. I mean, my life isn't that interesting and it's not that soft either, but I feel you're supposed to romanticize what you have. That's what I'm doing. And I also, YouTube is just, I feel it's somewhere I can, express myself and be my 100% self. I'm not gonna always have people that like me and want to listen to me and watch my videos, but there's also gonna be those people that do and take inspiration from me, even if I feel people don't. I know everyone has some person that looks up to them, and it just makes me want to go harder. I have a lot of people around me that tell me really positive things about my aura, my energy, what I give to them, Next question. Why did I choose NCCU? I did not choose Central first. My top school was Elizabeth City in North Carolina A&T, but I feel I really want to go to A&T for the wrong reasons. Yeah, if you know, you know. But Elizabeth City, my grandparents went there, and it's really cheap. It's really cheap, and it's near Virginia, and it's also near the beach, and I love water. And yeah, I love water. So it's and it's cheap, $500 a semester. So if you're definitely a high schooler looking at this, Elizabeth City State University, Western Carolina, and UNC Pembroke and Fayetteville State do $500 a semester. Just keep that in mind. It's very cheap. You will not be in debt when you come out of school, because Central is big. Oh yeah, but why did I end up going there? Well, I was applying to okay, so when I was in high school, I was not a good kid. I was smart, yes, but I didn't really show it to the extremes. I was just, I passed my classes, but I didn't try and get all A's or anything. I was just, if I passed, I passed. I graduated early with a 2.5 GPA. And I didn't have many places to apply because, you know, not everyone's gonna take that 2.5. So, you know, I just applied to everywhere that I thought I could get into. And, you know, I knew I could get into Elizabeth City with that. Central wasn't in my top because of the violence around in the area and the environment. I grew up in an environment like that from like when I was born to like 12, 13. And then I moved away into like a predominantly white area. And that's not to say like, oh, I don't like my roots. Like, I'm not forgetting about where I came from, but it's, you know, I don't want to be around that in college. Like, I want to, you know, be around something different, you know, try something new. But push came to shove and I only got accepted from Central and Livingstone, and I wasn't sure about Livingstone. So I was just like, Central it is. Everything happens for a reason. So maybe God, you know, he has something planned out for me. I saw this one question and it was just, I don't know who it's from, but he said, I got a shorty pregnant while me and my shorty was broken up. Now we back together and I'm just finding out, what do I do? Me personally, I don't know. Because I feel like if I was a man, I would be such a dog. Like, don't get me, please. I would be such a dog. Like, God knew he was doing that, making me a man. Because I would have been crazy. I would have been like the biggest slut. Yeah, so honestly, I don't know. Like, I would just tell her, honestly tell her before she finds out from someone else. Because she finds out from someone else, you're ass grass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's all I gotta say about that. You need to go take care of that baby. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I feel like I'm gonna be a mom. I don't know why. Like, something in my gut just tells me like I'm just meant to be a mother. I feel like I'm gonna be a teacher. I do want to teach while I am getting my master's, because I can't be a therapist until I think I get my master's and my PhD. But I don't know if I have to get my PhD, but I know master's is for sure. I'm gonna be teaching around then, so I'm gonna, like, you know, with my psychology degree, I can teach. I just have to get a teaching license in whatever state I want to teach in. And so that's where me migrating somewhere else comes into play, because I don't have to stay in North Carolina. I can go anywhere, honestly. Yeah, I feel like teaching somewhere, definitely my big girl apartment, my big girl things, like, you know, getting flowers every, you know, like, you know, that cute kind of aesthetic, like what I see on TikTok now. Like, what I be obsessing over and stuff, I feel that's where I'm gonna be in 5 years. And I'm speaking into existence because that's the life I want to live. Like, just a soft life. And that's not necessarily saying I have no issues, no problems, but it's like I'm trusting God enough to where I don't have to stress out and crash out and, you know, show that on the outside that I'm crashing out. Like, I can still be peaceful while going through all of this. I want to be at a good peace of mind. I want to have a good mindset in 5 years. Like, I don't want to be dealing with mental issues all the time. I want to be my true self, but my authentic self, but like, you know, not toxic or nothing. Tell the story of getting Nala. How did you get your cat? So speaking of my Pookie Wookie, she's right here. She's literally right here. But I got my Pookie. Okay, so I put on my clothes. She jumped down. I had put on my Finsta. I was like, it was literally this summer, like June, and I was like, I really want a pet. Like, Lord, give me a pet. Give me a puppy or a kitten. Like, I need it. Literally not even 2 weeks. My best friend, like, she lives in this neighborhood that has a lot of like stray cats and stuff, and I think there's 2 specific cats, maybe 1 or 2, but I think it was her that just hung out by her house all the time. And she was like, who wants this cat? And I was like, I know I can't afford it. I know I have literally nothing for her right now, but something in me just told me, like, do it. So I did. I was like, I'm about to go get her after I get off work. I was at work. I got off at like 9. I had her in my house by like midnight, and she was going through it. Like, she had tapeworm, she had fleas, and I seen it through. Like, I worked hard to get all her medication, all her bills, all her shots. Like, shorty was living out of a box for a good month. No, not a good month. Scratch that. For a good week. She was living out of a box for a good week. I had her eating out of bowls and stuff. I don't know what she's eating down there, but yeah, like, it was just giving trenches. And that's because, you know, I was a new mother. I've never owned a pet where like I have to actually like take care of it. Like, I had a hamster, but it passed away. Rest in peace, shit. But a cat or a dog is something like I have to really give my attention to. And I'm, you know, it's summer school and I'm still in work. I was working 2 jobs. So, you know, I was But I got all her shots. I got her spay. I got all her tapeworms, her fleas taken care of. And I have the people around me giving her love and stuff too. And it's just the best thing I ever did. So if you're thinking of a sign to get a pet, just go ahead and get it. Like, don't wait for the right time, because it's never a right time. Like, it's gonna come to you naturally if you're supposed to be a nurturer anyway. And God's not gonna give you something you can't handle. You know, he's not gonna let you go through with something you can't handle. If I couldn't handle getting her, something would have stopped me. Something would have gotten in the way of that. So I'm glad I didn't hesitate. I'm glad nothing in my gut told me don't do it. Like, nothing. My gut is always like telling me something like, no, don't do something, like stomach hurting. Nothing was certain. I was excited to get my baby girl. Last question is, what's my biggest fear? So I'm gonna be really raw and transparent with y'all. My biggest fear right now is death. It's not like me dying, it's just what comes after. I don't want to be sitting in blackness for eternity. And it scares me because it's like any day could be your day. And it's not to get deep or to scare y'all to be that type of person. But I mean, someone asked what's my biggest fear, you know, just what comes after. You know, I've grown to get away from that fear. Definitely have. Because I was told that, you know, death should be something you should be excited about it. Like, not excited, but like, you know, that's going to be your peace. You're going to be at peace. And so I was like, oh, I never thought about it that way. So, you know, I'm really trying to steer away, think positive, you know. If I am going to be scared of that, that means live my life to the fullest now. Live it to the fullest now. So, yeah, that's my biggest fear. But I'm definitely trying to steer away from it. Definitely want to do another Q&A. Not going to ask people, my close friends, though, because y'all suck. I really hope y'all watching this, because y'all suck. Like, y'all, I had to threaten them by saying I was going to put Snicker bars in their gas tanks for them to send me questions. I shouldn't have to do that. The people in my close friends, y'all better act right. Y'all getting the boot. Y'all are getting the boot. But anyway, y'all, that's gonna really conclude my video. Comment down below any other questions y'all have, and I will gladly answer them. Comment anything, like video ideas and stuff, because my brain just be like scrambled all the time. I will see you on the next video.
I do that 3 4 times again. I testify for you. I told her like you, that bitch. I do it all, and I'm around you.